Today, the search for escaped inmates Richard Matt and David Sweat will expand and shift to other areas surrounding Dannemora. Personnel are being redeployed to other areas based on information gathered during the investigation. People in the region should expect to see law enforcement in their community as the search expands. State Police, along with the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation Officers, the Forest Rangers, the Department of Corrections and Community Services and Supervision, the FBI, U.S. Marshals, U.S. Customs and Border Protection, the Clinton, Franklin, and Essex County Sheriff's Departments, the Plattsburgh City Police Department have searched 16 square miles. To put that into context, that's over 10,000 acres to date. Presently on the ground we have in excess of 600 law enforcement officers working the scene. Direction to travel, since we've closed the perimeter box after thoroughly sweeping that area, our intention is to look at the viable high-speed avenues of egress from Dannemora prison facility into points on all cardinal directions. We're not ruling anything out. We're not taking anything for granted.
She's rather composed, given the gravity of what's going on throughout the county. She watches the media, she sees what's happening, so of course, that can have an effect on somebody. The term suicide watch hasn't been used in the facility. We do direct supervision. We put one officer directly on an inmate like this because of everything that's going on. It's human nature that it could have multiple impacts on somebody, both emotionally and physically, things that none of us could predict, that the medical field couldn't predict. So rather than wait for something to happen, we're trying to take a proactive stance and make sure that she's safe and secure.
We have not had, the law enforcement officials that are here today, right now, have not spoken with the investigators that are interviewing or have interviewed Lyle Mitchell. As far as of today, we had no information whatsoever that he had prior knowledge of the escape, or that he participated or actively assisted in the escape of the two inmates. So that's my response to you on relative to that. If he had prior knowledge and he assisted in any manner, then he could be obviously facing a facilitation charge.
Mr. Wiley, what about that alleged murder for hire plot? What can you tell us about that?
What I can tell you is that the reports of that it was discussed between Joyce Mitchell and the two escapees. The information we have from Joyce Mitchell is that occurred, that plot had occurred. And that's all I'll speak of that, because we don't want to get into the relative issues of it on the investigation.